with nursing, how would that change?
It would be more, probably 40 hours a week, maybe more, but it's rotational. You're not always going to have the day shifts, you're going to have night shifts, evening, that kind of stuff, and I like the day shifts. That is what I do like about my job. It's 8 to 4, I go home, and I don't have to worry about it.
So the nursing isn't really ideal for what you want to do?
No, not unless, I could get a steady day shift, and, so that would make it ideal.
Have you thought about, like, totally slipped my mind on what they're even called. When you go into the doctor's office and they kind of take your blood pressure, ask you what's going on.
Is that a medical assistant?
Yeah, medical assistant.
I wouldn't make any more money than what I am now with that position.
So you're really looking towards making more money?
Yeah.
Okay. And you think with personal training you would make more money?
I don't think starting out, just because it takes a while to build the clientele and get out there and stuff. But eventually, I think, even if I had to work just a part-time job and do that on the side, I'd probably end up making a little bit more money.
You think that would make you happy?
Yeah, part of me.
Okay, and what's the part of you that's kind of apprehensive about it?
The risk.
The risk of it? Okay, I mean, that is a big risk to try and do it on your own. I mean, do you have the support at home to...
Yeah, and we have a couple local gyms and they contract people out, so I would be able to do that once I got the certification. But, again, it's still a risk. I can quit my job to do that. And, what if I fail at it?
Right.
So.
I mean, is there a way that you could do your current job and, personal training?
For a while I could, yeah. And that's the thought right now, that I may start out like that.
Okay, and that's probably a good way to go about it, because that way you're still staying steady with what you have. But as for your work environment, I mean, do you think that's really going to change with the personal training? I mean, is it going to make things worse because you have something else to do afterwards?
No, because it's something that I would enjoy.
Okay. So you enjoy the physical activity and helping others, kind of deal. Okay. So you're not sitting in an office
bored and being screamed at all the time by employees or clients or...
Now, do you think being contracted out by a gym is you're still gonna have people yelling at you, I mean, kind of no matter where you go?
Yeah, it's almost like a different kind of yelling at, though. I had to have a little bit more control over that.
Okay. So you don't mind clients being upset, it's more so upper management.
Right.
So you kind of want your own business, basically.
Yeah.
So you can be your own boss. Okay.
Maybe. Yeah, it's a big risk.
It is a big risk. I mean, would you financially be able to support yourself?
That's another fear. I don't know at this point.
That's kind of a big fear. I mean, you're saying you want to make more money, but I mean,
it's a big risk to take to jump into that and then potentially not make the money that I would hope that I would.
Right. And do you have something to fall back on if it doesn't work out?
Right.
Because you haven't come up with a plan yet.
No, that's why I haven't done this yet.
Okay. Well, maybe we can come up with a plan to, here's what you want to do, here's what the steps you can take to do it, who you're going to contact, who are your, connections you have with the gyms, people that maybe want to be clients now. That way you can visually see how it'll work out. Maybe talk to or research, what other professional trainers cost, so you can figure out, a reasonable rate to charge and how things are going to work that way. Because sometimes if you visually see things, it kind of helps you make more sense of it, and you can figure out really if it's what you want to do.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, and even with your work stuff, okay, if you have this work schedule, this is what I need to do to get my personal training license, and what it's going to cost me and how it's going to affect me. Because that way if we can plan it out and have a backup plan, a cause and effect, it might help you feel a little more secure, or maybe decide this isn't what I want to do.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe that can be your homework for next week, kind of come up with a plan,
Okay.
and we can go over it and see, you know, what's realistic about it and what's kind of the downfalls to it, and if we can.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
All right, thank you.